Welcome to Zagreb and to the Zagreb Judo Grand Prix 2022. This beautiful city, distinguished by its 18th, 19th century Austro-Hungarian architecture and its pedestrian-friendly streets, which are lined with outdoor cafes and quaint shops, once again plays host to some of the top fighters in the world, all battling it out for world ranking points. Now today we've had 5 weight categories, 3 ladies, 2 men's, and to introduce all the medal matches here on day 1 in this final block is my co-commentator, Sheldon Franco Rooks.
Good afternoon, Neil, and good afternoon to everyone at home. The first of the weight categories is the under 48 kilo category, and we're going to begin with the first of the bronze medal contests. That features Tuğçe Beyda of Turkey. She's up against Milica Nikolic of Serbia. It'll be Beyda in the white judogi, Nikolic in blue.
Go on, go ahead.
The referee in the middle of this one is Liao Chunqiang of Chinese Taipei. Neil, beg your pardon.
I was going to say that, we're talking about world ranking points and the fact that it's very important now. This is the 3rd world ranking event prior to the Olympic Games. It starts 2 years in, and this is the 3rd event. Now, every one of these can gain world ranking points as they get nearer to the medals, and it can improve their ranking coming into the next event, and then, of course, it can qualify them for the Olympics in 2 years' time. Beyda of Turkey. She is ranked 102, so that's going to change after this. Nikolic of Serbia, world ranked 10. Nikolic is in blue here.
Nikolic has so many times been in this position, in the final block, competing for some medal or other.
That was close, wasn't it? That throw there from Nikolic.
Very close, right on the edge.
Almost scored, but not quite. You've got to get them 90 degrees angle on their side to get a wazari. On the back, full impetus, full power, it's an ippon. And then, of course, 3 other ways of winning by ippon. Hold down for 20 seconds, arm lock or strangle for a submission.
Top 10 player, Milica Nikolic.
Like you said, Sheldon, she's always there, roundabout, always. But surprisingly, these two have fought each other twice, and it's one apiece with them. So it's not going to be easy for Nikolic.
Nikolic has an uncanny way of ending up in 5th place 3 times in a Grand Prix, 4 times in a Grand Slam, and on 2 occasions at the World Championships, ending up in 5th place, and once at the Masters, if you want to throw that in as well. So she really want to avoid that, and 7 times in a Grand Slam, a bronze medal winner.
That's a lot, isn't it? And it could have been, so much better, just turning those losses around. But here she is again. She's consistent, that's for sure.
Yeah. She's going to get there. And I think one of the things that you were just mentioning, Neil, about the seeding, that really helps because she avoids the top 8 in the first round and even in the second round. So it's not until you get to quarter-final you're going to fight someone in the top 8. And as a top 10 player, she's really holding her own. So she's going to be round and about towards the end of the contest. That was across the chin.
Yeah, this strangle is, you can do it with the jacket, you can do it just naked strangle, but it's got to go either at side of the neck or it's got to go across the windpipe. It can't go across the face, the pressure. And you can do it with the jacket as well, but it has to go underneath the chin, like Sheldon said. Four-minute contests. If it goes 4 minutes without any score on the board, then it goes into golden score. Any score wins there. There is a penalty system. We'll point that out as we carry on. Obviously, judoka will know what the penalty system is. 3 shidos and it's all over. And you can get those for not attacking every 20, 30 seconds, being too defensive, stepping outside that yellow area there. A couple of other ways as well of getting it. So you can't throw shidos away because they soon accumulate. That's going to be a score. Well, again, she's down here, and that was a continuous movement there. Nice seeing Aggie there from Bida. Now she's fighting from behind again, and that's it, all over, is it? That, well, it wasn't quite the angle, not quite 90-degree landing.
He's not giving them away, is he, Mr. Lau?
No, well, that's the thing, isn't it, as well? He's pretty sure on that, you know. The coach is saying, I mean, the coach can't referee from the coach's chair, but the coach is saying, please have a look.
Yeah, they're not even going to have a look. They've had a look already, and I thought it was good.
So once again then, just as you said before, as he finishes in 5th place, Nikolic, and Bida wins the 3rd match between the two of them and wins the bronze medal here in Zagreb.
Nikolic is going to look at that as another disappointment, another disaster. But when you look at her place on the world ranking list, top 10. You know, she's in the top 10, so another 5th place finish just, you know, helps to keep her up there. Okay, she'd like to have been on the medal podium and collected some of the prize money, but Tuxabeda beat her to it and scored on her twice as well. So no arguments.
And I think that will take that was a Sakeshi movement, which is a counter to the Uchimata. It can't go into the ground and then rotate from the ground. It has to be above ground in order to count. Good score for me, and took her onto a side. She quickly turned onto a front afterwards. Sometimes that can be a little bit confusing, but it certainly, if they stop the actual landing as it happens, it was at 90 degrees. That will take her world ranking up, that's for sure, from 102. Don't know quite where that will go to, but they'll do all the mathematics after this event and readjust it accordingly.
Yeah, be a good few places. Sinan Sandel, a happy guy, out of his chair. He was the one who was signalling the score and then punching the air.
I did say, didn't I? You can't referee from there.
We come now to the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 48 kilo category. Laura Martinez Abelanda of Spain goes up against Tamar Malka of Israel. It'll be Martinez in the white judogi, Malka in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Olivier Deros of France.
That's a new one here. Malka is out. The Israelis have an amazing squad, men and women, and some new ones coming out in the last couple of events, sprinting out to get there. One thing you can absolutely guarantee is that she will be chomping at the bit here to get out there. This will be one of her first major medals.
They've all got their own ways of arriving at the tatami. I was reading an article recently that says it can help. You know, having a
I mean,
set
some people
format,
can hardly make it there, and other people are sprinting out there to get out there.
Right, we're underway.
So Martinez, Spain in white here. Malka, Israel in blue. Well, I can honestly say that I haven't seen Malka before. But you know, when you've got a good squad system and you have good cadets, good juniors coming through, and they feed into the seniors, then they make the transition very, very quickly. And of course, it helps when they see their fellow team members there winning medals. They think, well, I want some of that, definitely. Drop Cianagi there from Martinez. She's going, drop Cianagi off the sleeves. And I did point it out earlier, saying that just because it goes off the sleeves doesn't mean that it's Sodi Surikomi, because Sodi Surikomi means lift pull with, as far as the Sodi is concerned, off the sleeve. But drop Cianagi off the sleeves is better recommended from the Kodokan. Shani Hemshu, the Israeli ladies coach. And he can get quite excitable, can't he, Shani?
Yeah, he's known for being ejected.
No, but it's passion, and it is not maliciously in any possible way, just very passionate for his fighters. So she's got to do something now. Malka is behind on attacks without a doubt. She'll get Shido, I think, here.
22 years old. Malka, she does pick up the Shido.
And that's it, all over. Big Cianagi. Beautiful Cianagi there, just took her flat on her back. That was lightning fast there from Martinez.
Yeah, you can tell just how pleased Martinez is with that finish as well. She was not even in the top 8 seeds here, but managed to battle her way through. Lost in a quarter-final to Milica Nikolic. Went down into the repechage and beat Shira Rishoni, one of the top 4 seeds. Actually, Shira Rishoni was the number 2 seed. And then, as we've seen there, was able to get past Tamar Malka of Israel. A bronze medal for Laura Martinez.
Beautifully taken, wasn't it? She just went straight onto the lapel there. She had great control of the sleeve. Look, as soon as she catches it, right the way between the legs there, and the drive and the control and the steering action there from it, just beautiful. That's how to finish it off. And for any doubters out there, difference between a Wazarian and Ippon. She even breakfall there, didn't she, at the end, Malka? Knew she'd been caught.
Yeah, the nice thing was that she stayed nice and close to her opponent, so that when it was over, despite the fact that she'd been given full score for it and it was over, she was in position for the Osaikomi. Sometimes that escapes some of the athletes. Right, we come now to the final of the under 48 kilo category. Melanie Vieux of France goes up against Koga Wakana of Japan. Little Vieux in the white judogi, Koga in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Vladimir Nutsubidze of Georgia.
So these haven't met before, but 37 world-ranked Vieux.
And now, please welcome the finalists.
Here she comes, and
in white judogi, representing France, 2021 Zagreb.
what a day she's had en route. Koga Wakana, former Paris winner, one of of the toughest tournaments in the world, 2 times a silver, as well as being a world silver medalist as well. So she has great pedigree. Koga, just been working her way through very methodically today.
View, oddly enough, was silver medalist here last year. Zagreb Grand Prix 2021. Well, here we are in 22, and she finds herself in the final again.
It's funny that sometimes you get an event that it does suit you. Yeah, I don't know if it's the place or just the atmosphere, but yeah, certain events I found, you know, when I was competing that I had better performances at. She's looking for the shimiwaza.
Oh, yeah,
she gets it. How quick was that? Good shimiwaza, good transition down there, and Koga made that look very, very easy. She gets a submission from the strangle. She was using the jacket. She had to go underneath the neck, but she made that look easy. She's not even broken a sweat.
Well, that's what we were talking about just before we came on air, the all-round game that Japanese lightweight women have. Once in a while you'll get a couple of them who tend to be serious newaza specialists, and then they're found out later on because the tachiwaza isn't there, and then they struggle, and unless they get you in newaza. Koga's not in that mold. She can throw as well,
yeah,
but she's devastating in newaza. All the Japanese lightweight women.
Absolutely. She had no doubt. You know, you can tell sometimes the body language as they're coming out. The confidence, and look at that, leaving, just staying there just a second too long, and Koga creates the space. Creates the space, dives underneath there, catches the jacket at the far end, and then just works it under the chin. Now it's underneath the chin. The referee got a good look there, exactly where it was. She gets the leverage by going onto the leg there. She goes into the crook of the leg, not to have a straight leg, and applies the pressure.
First of 5 gold medals on offer on this opening day of competition in Zagreb goes to Japan. It's Koga Wakano who takes the gold medal. Well, that was all over pretty quickly, that weight category. We come to the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 60 kilo category, and here we are again. This time it's Koga Genki of Japan. He goes up against Maxime Merlin of France, another France-Japan matchup that features a Koga, and the referee in the middle for this one is John Ramekers of the Netherlands.
Well, Koga Genki, his father was one of the greatest judoka of all times, 71 and 78 kilograms. He was a 2-time world champion, Olympic champion. And Koga just recently won the All Japan weight category championships, beating the Olympic champion in the final. But struggles with Europeans, and that's why he's here, to gain valuable experience fighting Europeans, not Japanese. So the different styles of the Europeans causes him problems. And as we saw with him losing, you know, in the earlier rounds to Garrigos.
Yes, Francisco Garrigos of Spain it was who consigned Koga to the repechage contest, where he beat Enktai van Arenbold of Mongolia to put him into this bronze medal contest.
Strange thing is, Garrigos then lost in the semis, so he's down fighting for the other bronze medal straight after this. Lightning fast Cianagi there from Koga. Well, I'm surprised they've let them go on for so long. Got a possible chance here of turning this, but yeah.
Oddly enough, it was just beginning to look as
Yeah,
though
well,
he was opening him up.
I thought, no way. And then all of a sudden I thought, well, just a possibility here.
Yeah.
No,
However,
Mate.
he was given a chance. You
Yeah,
can't complain
he was,
about
he
not
was.
having had long enough. He just wasn't able to bring it to fruition.
Be interested to see if Koga gets a place for World Championships. We just don't know. You never know in Japan. They have such depth in every weight category. 60 kilos, they've got a lot of depth. That's probably on that. It's got the same strangle there.
Yep.
And Koga gets the submission off Merlin, and it's all over.
2 Kogas, 2 Shimiwaza.
But not related.
No.
No.
And they both finish off French opponents in exactly the same way.
But not related.
But not related.
Winner and bronze medalist for men under 60 kilogram category in white judo representing Japan, Koga Genki.
Yeah, the first of the bronze medals in the under 60 kilo category going the way of Japan. Koga Genki over Maxime Merlin of France.
This is second medal in the Grand Prix for Koga Genki, Japan.
Just an interesting note there from our stadium announcer saying that it was the second medal in a Grand Prix from Koga Genki. The thing that would interest me is how many Grand Prix has he been in? 2.
Probably. Like
No,
I said,
it's only 2.
They've got so much depth, haven't they? And
But I love that. It's the second Grand Prix medal. He's only ever been in 2. So every time he's medalled.
100% then.
Yeah, he's got a good record then. A bronze medal here. And the last time out was a silver medal in Tashkent. That was back in 2019. Tashkent, he'd be happy if he could take a silver in Tashkent in a couple of months' time, wouldn't he?
Again, like I say, here for experience, valuable experience.
We come now to the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 60 kilo category. Georgi Sadalashvili of Georgia goes up against Francisco Garrigos of Spain. It'll be Sadashvili in the white judogi, Garrigos in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Zhandoskianov of Kazakhstan.
And now, welcome judoka. In white judogi representing Georgia,
World ranked 26, Sadashvili. And again, they've got a lot of depth in Georgia as well at 60 kilograms. This man here, Francisco Garrigos, like the Houdini of judo, he can play very close to the rules and tactically plays very well, but he's also a winner. He really is a winner. In the top 10 at the moment at 60 kilograms, Garrigos. Straight away there on his back, looking for the shimiwaza here, and he doesn't like that, does Saakashvili. Just about got out of that. Didn't like that at all. His face says it all there. Nearly an early bath, wasn't it, then?
Garrigos was junior world champion in 2014. Saakashvili was junior world champion last year.
Well, it normally happens, doesn't it, that the junior world champions will come and make the transition through. Doesn't always mean that they're going to be senior world champion, but Saakashvili is one that they're putting a lot of hope into.
It's a weight where they've had a degree of success. Mind you, can you name a weight where they have not?
No, I mean, when you consider 3.5 million people in Georgia, it's about the same amount as in Mongolia. And it's amazing, isn't it? The depth in all of the categories that they have. They're just a fighting nations, really.
I mean, we could talk just in recent times. We don't have to go, that far back. But at 60 kilos, Lukumi Chukvimiani, world champion. 66 kilos, Lasha Shavdatuashvili, Olympic champion. We can call him for world champion currently at 73.81. It was, who do I want to say? He moved up from 81 to 90. But Chirikishvili, Aftandel Chirikishvili at 81, at 90. Well, you can just take your pick. There's so many of them.
It's just unbelievable. It just is incredible. And all stems
Lasha
from
Bikauri
their form of wrestling,
Yeah, 100 kilos. Well, we've got Lipatiliani now, but...
And a plethora of heavyweights.
And the heavyweights, yeah.
I can tell you. And like I say, plays the rules very, very closely. And then when it suits him, he'll take his moment.
Neil was talking about the learning process. Well, the 19-year-old Saakashvili is obviously going through the learning process. This is a reasonable place for him to do it. An IJF Grand Prix and the bronze medal contest, going up against the much more experienced Francisco Garrigos. Single Shido against Garrigos. We've got a minute left to go.
Sometimes it works to their advantage, doesn't it? Because they can just go in there and they've got nothing to lose. Just in they go. It's going to yes, it's going to be, is it? Oh, that was so close. Now, can he take him down onto his back here? Garrigos in all sorts of problems here.
Needs to keep that arm stretched out to put the pressure on, and then be in a good position for the Osakami. He was poor. Sorry about that.
Just took the leg. You've got to get the leg free. It's got to be controlling the upper part of the body without any entanglement with the legs for the 20 seconds to count. So that was close. Garrigos looks a little bit flustered.
Yeah, well, after 3 minutes of reasonable work, you didn't expect Saakashvili to come back so strong. Yes!
Oh, wow! What a sumigaishi that was. That was absolute magic. He let him kind of come round the back, didn't he, there? And wow. Garrigos made a massive mistake there. The junior world champion. Just 15 seconds left on the clock there, and he absolutely buries him.
In white, Judo representing Georgia,
Saakashvili, classy finish there. And as Neil was saying, just that single slip, really, by Francisco Garrigos, where he allowed Saakashvili to get the arm around the back, which closed the gap and offered up the opportunity for that Sutemi-waza.
The Georgians are renowned for the arm coming either across grip or around the back. Watch this, look. Catches the belt here. Now he can pick up or he can do that. Sumigaish and just scoops his opponent. It's a sacrifice throw. It's direct. It's him doing it, so he can go onto his back in order to use it. If it's a counter, then he can't use the mat, but he can when it's his technique. And Gallegos just goes flat onto his back there. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, nice hands from the young Georgian to give him the second of the bronze medals in the under 60 kilo category. We've got the final coming up now for you. Kim Won-jin of the Republic of Korea goes up against Magzan Shamshidin of Kazakhstan. It'll be Kim in the white judogi, Shamshidin in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is John Ramakers of the Netherlands. Here's Neil.
Met once before here, and Kim Won-jin was the winner, but Kim Won-jin has been around for a long time, and he's two-time world medalist. We haven't seen him for a little while. The Koreans have been putting new people out, but here he is again. Lots of experience, and he's in the final of yet another major event. Last time they met, Shamdin was the loser, and Kim Won-jin the winner. I'm just and Sheldon's going to look out the event. I'm not quite sure what the event was. So men's 60 kilos final here. Kim Won-jin in white. Straight away in for the Osoto there, Shamshidin. Well, that attack was right off the grip.
Yes, they met once before at the Grand Prix in Tel Aviv. That was 2 years ago. And it was Kim Won-jin who won there in round 3.
Looking for the Sodi Guruma Jimmy. It's across the face, absolutely. Yeah, just so
very,
across the face.
Very unattractive, wasn't it, that shot?
Oh. Well, we didn't see him use that, did we, for a little while? And every time he did it, he's almost always scored. He's got a very strong Uchimata.
We got a little reminder there of what we, from time to time, refer to as the Hoover, and it was so clear that it wouldn't have been anything. And Shamshidin gave up on it. He realised.
Yeah, well, they realise now,
need.
don't they? If they just shove their head into the mat there and then just hopefully turn. It used to be a score, no longer a score. It has to rotate. Any kind of sakeshi or counter has to rotate in midair in order to score. It's got to be a full use of the hands. Going for it, isn't he, Shamshidin?
Yeah. Especially from that awkward position that he just launched that attack.
Nice change there to the right, Sianagi. He goes left and right, Kim. Often refer to the fact of going over both flanks, a little bit like in football, the analogy there of going down the right wing, then changing it to the left wing. And sometimes if we go to the different flanks there, it can open it up for your favorite technique. If you keep going the same way all the time, then they can get used to it and block it out. So he had quite a lot of support there, Shamsuddin, up there in the crowd.
Yeah, a few of the Kazakh team, including in the middle there with the cap, Yildiz Smetov.
Worst place to be, out there, stuck out there, waiting for the opponent to come back. Has to leave the mat to any kind of blood, and he has to leave the mat to have the blood stemmed. If they can't stop the blood, then he'll have 2 visits to the doctor for that one cut, and then he'll be, well, the contest is annulled, and the opponent wins. So sometimes what we see, if it's something to the head, they'll come up back onto the mat, they'll be mummified, they'll have bandages around the head, and they'll look very, very strange, but they have to stop or stem the blood. Well, here he comes, and Kim all wrapped up, and that's a horrible feeling. I mean, that just sometimes it covers the nose and everything. It doesn't cover the nose here. Nice little cap.
Must be cut under the chin, and to keep that on, they have to strap the head. And they all said that's likely to be annoying as opposed to uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That particular one.
Yeah, because you know it's there all the time, and yeah, it is. It's really annoying.
Both fighters pick up a penalty for avoiding to take a grip.
Shamsuddin wants to get close. He wants to underhook with the arms, and Kim doesn't want any of it. He wants to keep him at bay.
Well, he was reasonably clever earlier on with his tactics. Kim, we'll have to see whether he manages this one as well. Step up the attacks, get ahead, stronger gripping, be first. All of those sorts of things will come into it. Not too far away with that.
Different styles. You can see that the very upright style of the Koreans. Always think of the Koreans as a mixture of European power and Japanese upright stance. It is a kind of a mixture. He wants that arm over the top there, Kim, and Shamsuddin doesn't want it at all. Golden score.
Well, if he'd managed to keep hold with both hands, that could have been interesting, that last action with the Uchimata. Turned in really strongly, but just lost contact with the hand, well, one of the hands. The move fell apart.
Well, in his own way, he keeps ducking underneath that arm there, Shamsuddin. He doesn't like it at all. So watch Kim come over the top here, and Shamsuddin will just try and get rid of that hand as quickly as he possibly can. He doesn't want Kim to have two hands on him. Shido. So, well, they're patting off each other's grips and they're not gripping up. So one more penalty either way, and it's all over. One attack, Shamsuddin. Well, credit to Shamsuddin, he's really going for it. He's really taking the fight to Kim.
We've had a minute and a half of golden score already. It's gone so quickly.
Well, it's a little bit of a battle of chess, isn't it? Oh, now then. Is that going to be a score? Did he have enough? Shamsuddin thinks it's him.
I'll be interested to see the landing on this one.
Well, yeah, it's going to go to video referee, that's for sure, and it all happened a little bit too quick. If they kind of land together, then they probably won't give anything. Well, no, for me, that was... he went onto his own back there. Not just did he go onto his own back, but he uses his... back contact there to finish the technique off, but it didn't get a landing. I don't think that was a score.
Yeah, for me, unfortunately, wasn't quite enough.
Elbow was just a little bit out as well, wasn't it?
Sumigashi from Kim missed. He was a little bit rushed with that. I mean, maybe spurred on by the fact that he almost gave up a score. He's tried a little bit too hard there, wasn't properly set.
Pressure's on, isn't it, for these two? That's about two different techniques there. Now, that was off the ground for me. That was definitely ground.
He can't score. In any case, it was in response to Shamsuddin's attack, so he couldn't score because he used his own back. So a couple of reasons for not giving Kim a score there. Nice turnover into Newazir if you can follow it up, but as far as scoring purposes are concerned, no. Better grip now. Missed with the Ojigari, almost brought him down.
Starting to go to work now, isn't he, Kim? Looking for that, just that extra little bit. He doesn't like that there. That's
no.
It's really irritating, like we said. They'll have to grip. They will just have to do it.
The longer this goes on, the better it is for Kim Won-jin. He's shown real good condition earlier on. He's much more experienced than Shamsuddin, and tactically, I think he's more astute. Problem for Kim Won-jin is that Shamsuddin, as you can see here, has already decided he does not want to go this to go on any longer.
He wants to have a little go at this, isn't he? Yeah,
I'm getting it over and done with now.
That was close. So up to Kim now to fire back on those three attacks.
Yeah. Got to. The pressure is really on here.
He's just behind on those attacks now, and if he's not careful, he will be the one to get the third Shido. And there's another attack there, and he's looking off the ground there to do the Sumigashi, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, Shamsuddin is going to steal this one from Kim. He's really got to come up with a big attack now.
One more attack, I think, for Kim. Yeah. He's got to, for Shamsuddin, sorry, one big attack, and he will wrap this up. But we said that before, and then all of a sudden Kim attacks, and then
levels
it's back to
things
the
up.
start.
They're going to have to be a stoppage here whilst they put the bandage back on as well. And they just rearranged it, I think. He's only got the top part now.
Nice little headband now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice change of direction. And another Sianagi there. He's just starting to really rack them up. That might be it.
I'd like them to give one more cycle.
That's it.
That was it, yeah.
Good work rate. Even Kim there didn't bat an eyelid there. He knew it had gone.
Winner and gold medalist for men under 60 kilogram category. In blue judo representing Kazakhstan, Magjan Shamshadin.
Yeah, well, they both worked incredibly hard during that contest, and Shamshadin just shaded Kim out in the end. We were talking about counting up the attacks and just getting that, you know, your nose in front, really. That's what we're talking about here. Shamshadin very cleverly managed to keep up a good tempo, and it was good enough for him to take things in the end.
Representing Republic of Korea, Kim Won-jin takes the silver medal. Highlights of this final.
Just enough work from Shamshadin, and it was the right amount of attacks. The right thing to do was, yeah, for the third penalty, but that was a good match.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for women in the under 48 kilo category.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for the women's under 48 kilogram category.
The medals are being presented by the Vice President of the International Judo Federation and President of the European Judo Union, Dr. Todd Laszlo. The first of the bronze medals goes to Laura Martinez Abelenda of Spain. There's a bronze medal also for Tukşe Bira of Turkey. Yeah, just get that tidied up, Dr. Todd. Silver medal goes to Melanie Vieux of France.
And gold medalist representing Japan, Koga Wakana.
But the gold medal goes to Koga Wakana of Japan.
Made that look easy, didn't she? She just had full of confidence as she walked out there. Catches the shimiwaza. Look how she works this underneath the chin. Right the way underneath the chin, and in the end there, just applies the shimiwaza for the submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Japan.
And now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much. Family picture with VIPs and Judo. Ladies and gentlemen, our medalists, women under
Beda and Martinez were the bronze medal winners. It was Viewer who picked up the silver. Koga, it was, who walked away with the gold medal. Coming up next, the medal matches in the under 52 kilo category. The first of which is a bronze medal contest between Mascha Ballhaus of Germany. She goes up against Fabienne Kocher of Switzerland. It will be Ballhaus in the white judogi, Kocher in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Cho In-chul of the Republic of Korea. He knows a little bit about
Former world champion himself.
finals, yeah. There comes Mascha Ballhaus.
in white judogi representing Germany. 2021 Paris Grand Slam.
And there is the world bronze medalist and 5th place at the Olympic Games, Fabienne Kocher.
In blue judogi representing Switzerland. The World Championships bronze medalist and also bronze medalist at Paris Grand Slam last year, Fabienne Kocher.
Similar styles, these two. Both wanting the strong arm over. So they'll try and pin the sleeves down, and of course they can't do that for too long without doing something with it.
This has been the pick of the weight categories today, I think, the under 52 kilo
We've had
category.
some really good matches, haven't we? Some
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic matches. Some of the matches decided just on penalties. We don't want to say that, oh, that's, was that a mistake? Well, I think maybe a Wazari there, but Ippon's been given there. They might have a little look and see. So it will go to the video referee, to the supervisors and the commission to have a look.
Referee, commission and the supervisor's decision.
Right, so that action is under review.
Oh, well,
Well,
there
it
we
could
go.
be.
That was a nice
Yeah.
Ashiwaza there. It could well
Yeah.
be an Ippon there.
Yeah. Cho In-chul,
So,
the referee, was
He
right
did, he
on top of it.
hesitated, didn't
Yeah.
he? He hesitated before he gave. It was a lovely Ashiwaza. And if most of the back is in contact with the mat as they hit the ground, they will give Ippon.
Yeah.
If it was only partial, so was Ari given?
Well,
So,
it must have been as
yeah.
close as you can get, because
Yeah.
that was pretty good. I really thought that was pretty good. Have another go.
We've seen other Ippons, haven't we, given for as much as, you know, and so, yeah, just a bit strange. But that was a really close decision.
Nice piece of
But must have had a look at it from a slightly different angle there and said, no, not quite.
Well, as you said, he did take his time to think about it. He had a good long look and thought, actually, I like that for Ippon. Well, commission on reflection decided to give Wazari. Got 2.5 minutes left to go. Kosher leads by Wazari. Ballhaus with, I wouldn't say mountain to climb, but she got plenty of work.
Still only a minute and a half gone. 4 minutes. Plenty of time to change the tides. You'll notice them when they get near to the edge there. If they do just walk out, then they get penalised for sure. If you get backed up to the edge and you just step out, you get penalised. And if you push somebody out purposely, but it's got to be really purposely, then you get penalised. But less and less of that, actually. It's the ones that really just nonchalantly just walk out.
Gosh, I try to find a way to keep Ballhaus from escaping. Really wanted to keep the action going.
So Kosher now just doing everything right, just keeping strong, good strong stance. Not backing up, but making sure that she just does enough attacks. You can go into defensive mode just too early. You think, oh, I'll run away, keep on holding on to this score. Sometimes it can be the dreaded if you get a score early on. Then you can think, well, I've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds to hold on to this. Got to look as if they're really going for the groundwork here, and it's got to be not just time wasting, but with the full intention of scoring an Ippon. 21 seconds. Family up there, do you think?
I wonder.
Could be.
Didn't have to come from very far, to be honest.
True.
Maybe southern Germany and Switzerland. Just drive. False attack from Kosher, picks up a penalty. Ballhaus then almost runs on to a technique, but there was very little time, so one can understand why she was keen to get over there. Unfortunately, it's put her in a bad position, and time is going to run out on her now. Fabienne Kosher of Switzerland it is who takes the first of the bronze medals in the under 52 kilo category.
Winner of the bronze medal for women under 52 kilogram category in blue judo, representing Switzerland, Fabienne Kosher.
Pobjednica i osvajačica brončane medalje u kategoriji do 52 kg u plavom kimonu, predstavnica Švicarske, Fabienne Kosher.
Alexei Budalin, the coach there for Switzerland.
He's done a little bit as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, originally from Estonia. A couple of world medals and an Olympic bronze medal himself. So Yeah, been there. Got a few.
Beautiful little Ashy was there just to get the score. And she, well, a better bird's eye view from there.
Yes,
yeah, just on the
just
side,
a
isn't
little
it?
bit there.
Just on the side.
And that's the view that we didn't
Yeah,
have.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
Big advantage, of course, that the referee supervisors have is that they can see it from 2-3 different angles. But nice Ashy was there and the winning match. And that equals it all up. That's one all now between the two. Belos was one ahead when they came into this match.
We come now to the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 52 kilo category. Soumia Irouahi of Morocco goes up against Geffen Primo of Israel. It'll be Irouahi in the white judo gi, Primo in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Martina Progomet of Croatia.
And now, welcome to Judo. In white judo gi representing Morocco, several times African champion Soumia Irouahi. In blue judo gi representing Israel 2021 Paris Grand Slam winner Geffen Primo.
Well, it always makes me smile when I see the Israelis just running out there. Can't wait to get out there. They're just chomping at the bit. Primo straight away dominating the grips.
Low left-sided Morote Senagi effort there from Irouahi. Primo's able to block it very easily. Felt that one coming.
Nice Kosoto then, chased by Irouahi.
Not a bad effort.
Well, Primo is going to have to attack now because she's looking busy, but can't see any big attacks going in. She'll get a Shido any second now, I think. Well, in fact, it was, yeah, she gave it to Iraqi. I thought it should have gone to Primo.
Both coaches with plenty of advice for their
Yeah, I just thinking
players.
exactly that. He chases every single medal, doesn't he, Shani? And he just, yeah, so much advice sometimes, just sometimes it can be a little bit too much advice, can't it? But you've got your own language with your fighters, you know, they know you, you know them. Osaragari! That's going to be a score, is it? Yes, gets the Wazari for it. Primo gets it. Snaking Osoto. Look at the landing. 90-degree landing there. This time on the inside, Ouchigari this time. Primo all over this.
Iraqi was just about able to turn off that, landed on her front, so no score. But she has to defend against the attempted shimiwaza, which went across the face anyway, and the referee spotted that, called mate. We've got a minute left to go. Iraqi with a lot of work to do here now in this last 60 seconds. Thought about going on to the belt there, wasn't in the best position. Really beginning to chase Primo around the tatami now. Primo puts in another little attack, and she's followed that up with some newaza as well now. Had a quick look at the clock. In the corner of her eye, she sees that there are 30 seconds left to go. Happy to spend a little bit more time down on the ground and see the time tick away quickly. Half a minute left to go. Iraqi got to do something now, and that is a dangerous time. The athlete opens herself up and can get taken advantage of. 20-odd seconds. Here comes the Moroccan. Right side, it almost turned. And now again, Primo happy to work on the ground and just burn some of the clock. But there's nothing happening there. The referee calls mate again. We've got 7 seconds left to go. It just whizzed past. Talking about having a minute left to go, and Iraqi, to be honest, hasn't been able to put in a single attack. It's Primo who wanders off the competition area.
Burn a Shido there, isn't she?
She'll pick up a Shido for that, and there's a really nice example of just getting the Shido out. Didn't wait for them to both come and be standing there on the way back. It was Martina Progomet who was dishing out the Shido to Primo. It's not going to do anything to the result. It is Geffen Primo who wins out over Sumia Iraqi of Morocco. Second of the bronze medals goes to Israel, and there's Shani Hershko to give his player a tap on the back, a bit of celebration. Let's have a look at some of the highlights.
Congratulations. Zagreb Grand Prix bronze medal.
Want to shake hands at the end there, doesn't have to. Bows off, but yeah, normal. Normally they do. Osodagari on her side, 7-time African champion. Couldn't stop the Osoto. Couldn't really get into the match. Primo pretty much dominated all the way through.
Well, if we were describing a dinner, Neil, I'd have to say that was the appetizer, because we've got the main course coming up now, and there's still a bit of room, you know. I'm not satisfied yet, so let's hope that we get a full dish in the upcoming contest, because we come now to the final of the under 52 kilo category. Distria Krasniqi of Kosovo goes up against Abe Uta of Japan. It would be Krasniqi in the white judogi, Abe in blue. I'm not going to go too much into the background to this or our expectations for this contest, because Neil Adams is going to do that. I'll just tell you that the referee for this one is Ganbold Nyamtsok of Mongolia. Neil, take it away.
Two Olympic champions stepping out here. This one here, Krasniki, is the Olympic champion at under 48 kilograms. She's gone up to a new weight category of 52 kilograms. This is the Olympic champion at 52 kilograms. So everybody's been waiting for this one. They have fought each other once before, but it was when Krasniki was just playing with the 52 category. She's become Olympic champion since. So's this lady here. Abe and Krasniki, two different styles, but it's going to be all fireworks, I can tell you now. The raw power of Krasniki and the beautiful technique of Abe, but it's not to say that Krasniki hasn't got great technique as well.
Yes, they've both got really, really attractive throwing skills. Well, that is a mate and a Shido for both of them.
That's going to, well, it should have been a little while ago, actually.
Yeah, exactly. What was
so
the
they're
point
both
of
going to
that?
get Shidos for not doing anything. And I tell you what it is as well. They were both in a position where they didn't dare move because they could feel the ippon there. Yeah. They're both massive throwers.
Both off counters as well.
Yeah, they were both thinking, I'd rather a Shido. Yeah, let's get a Shido rather than anything else here. Look at the speed there of Abe as she goes in. And Krasniki, you'll just see the raw power. Krasniki likes to take the sleeve, take it off to the side, and then throw the Osoto in.
That's sort of beautiful.
Yeah, she does it beautifully. Abe, Sianagi, Uchimata off the sleeves. She can go Sodi Surakumigosh. She do the Osoto as well.
Who was it that pulled away there then? Abe?
Well, I think it's, you know, if they're pulling away and then coming back in, you know, then at least I think people, you know, realize that these two are going to want to get hold of each other. Be the last thing they want to do is spoil it with Shidos. Oh, and that was Wazari scored there by Abe. She did the same there on Krasniki. And now, is she going to hold her down? If she can get this out here, this could be all over. Oh, she's got the hold down.
Yeah.
Abe is holding Krasniki. And I've got to say that she just made it all look so easy. She's just got such good balance there. She readjusted her balance there for the hold down. And yes, nice gentle applause there from the supporters or family up there. Abe Uta, absolutely in a class of her own.
Yeah, very respectful from both athletes. That's how you take a loss, and that's how you celebrate a win.
I've got to say, Sheldon, that was a great win against an amazing Krasniki is an amazing champion. And, you know, we've been saying, haven't we, that Krasniki up in a new weight category, is she going to be contending? And, I mean, Abe's just taken her out.
Yeah.
Absolutely just took her out.
Congratulations. Zagreb Grand Prix gold medal.
Well, have a look at the way she gets into the Osoto. It's exactly what Krasniki does. And they do say that if you're going to get caught, you get caught with your own technique. Look at this. She has the sleeve. She goes across the back, though, not to the to the sleeve or to the opposite lapel. And she takes her over with Osoto. She lands on her side.
There's that arm around the back again.
Yeah, and she wasn't happy with that. She just turns her into the hold down there. Krasniki could do nothing about it.
And Neil mentioned the balance in the Osai Waza there from Abe Uta. You can just see it's a beautiful position. Four corners, just absolutely solid.
It's so beautifully proportioned there, the weight, and you know, the hips are low, the legs and knees are wide, and it's so beautifully proportioned. The head is down. There could be a ton weight underneath, and it's difficult to move. It really is. People get a little bit confused there. They say, oh yeah, I'll be able to bench press them off, but you can't.
A convincing win in the under 52 kilo category for the current Olympic champion at that weight, Abe Uta of Japan. We come now to the awarding ceremony for men in the under 60 kilo category.
To the medal ceremony for the men's under 60 kilogram category.
Svečanost proglašenja pobjednika u kategoriji do 60 kilograma.
The medals will be presented.
The medals are presented by the Hanfia president of the board, Mr. Ante Zigman.
Bronze medalists are for Georgia, Georgi Sardalashvili.
The first of the bronze medals goes to Georgi Sardalashvili of Georgia. There's a bronze medal also for Koga Genki of Japan.
Silver medalist representing
Silver medal goes to Kim Won-jin of the Republic of Korea. But the gold medal goes to Magzan Shamshadin of Kazakhstan.
prize money and flowers will be presented by the IJF refereeing supervisor, Olympic and double world champion, Mr. Udo.
Just did enough, didn't he, in that final? And in the end, three Shidos cost him the gold medal there, and terrific win.
Yeah, there were times when Shamshadin there was the feeling that he just stepped it up into another gear that Kim couldn't stay with. And that was the difference between the pair. And now the national anthem of Kazakhstan.
Thank you very much. Family picture in the VIP Judo Hub.
Sadalashvili and Koga were the bronze medal winners.
Our medalists, men under
Kim
60
took the silver and Shamshadin this time round picked up the gold medal.
Shamshadin, Kazakhstan.
Two more weight categories to bring you. The next one features the medal matches in the under 66 kilo category. The first contest is a bronze medal contest between Bayan Munk Naranmandak of Mongolia. He goes up against Yanislav Gerchev of Bulgaria. It will be Bayan Munk in the white judogi, Gerchev in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Amano Akiko of Japan. I don't think we got to see this version of Bayern Monk much earlier, did we? We got to see the other.
No, exactly. Yeah, the two brothers in there, and I think they've met each other quite a few times as well, but they keep putting them out there, so they've got high hopes for them. Just looking at Gerchev's world ranking there, 256, and certainly definitely going to change, I think, after this.
Not sure how that happened. He must have been off for ages.
Yeah, no, exactly. He hasn't been in for a while.
Really good boy.
Well, you don't know, do you? You see that 2 years prior to the Olympics, and it kind of brings people out of retirement.
Woodwork.
Yeah. Some people, they decide, well, I'm going to have another crack at this, and let's give it a go. It's just 2 years' work. Well, that was almost slow motion, wasn't it? That version of Yoko Tomanagi there, Gerchev came in and just kind of took him off to the side, but it was almost slow motion, but it really had meaning to it.
Well, I wonder if he's trying to set him up for something else here as well. He's had a couple of goes at the Satemiwaza. Just thinking about the reaction that you would usually get, and that is because he's trying to pull you on, so your reaction will be to go back. And we did see earlier on one with Milica Nikolic, where she took her opponent over.
Slightly different direction, wasn't it?
Slightly different direction, but the reaction that she got helped. He's gone over to the side on this occasion. Yoko Tomoinagi, left-sided. Blocked again by Bayern Monk.
32 years of age, Gerchev, and I'm just looking here now to try and see
where the gap was.
Yeah, where the gap was. I mean, European Championships in seniors. He got a second place in the Senior Europeans just recently.
So that must have been on the comeback trail then.
Yeah, 7th place in World Championships, and that was in 2021. European Senior Championships, 5th place, 2021 as well. So, I mean, but he hasn't done the Grand Prix or the Grand Slams. Just difficult to see how he could slip down to 250 in the world rankings.
Well, as you say, the only thing that is going to count in there was that second place in Sofia, and that happened a few months ago. So prior to that, he would have been completely off the radar if he's around 200 now, because that would have been some useful points. But before that, a 5th place finish the year before, should have had some points from that.
Yeah, no, it's strange, isn't it? But
I can see why.
Go on.
Right, okay. His second place finish at the European Judo Championships was in the under 60 kilo category.
Aha.
So there are no points.
There we go.
There.
So gone up to his new weight of 66, and that's just us not noticing, isn't it?
Yeah, I hadn't. I thought about it. I thought, no, I've seen him at 66 before. Yeah. So what we could do is to see that he's number 22 in the world.
in 60 kilos.
In 60 kilos.
There we go.
So that's why
We were just...
we were dumbfounded. How could he have dropped off the thing so quickly? Well, he hasn't dropped off. He's number 22 in the world. So he's having a run out at 66 here. He bails from that grip.
So sometimes you decide to have a little rumble with the heavier people. Sometimes it can work an advantage, but sometimes it can't. Sometimes it works against you. Remember, there's 6 kilos difference between 60 kilos, 66. You might be coming down from 65 to get to 60s. So just decided for this one to... I can't really understand that, though. I would have thought that it's a decision to go up to the higher weight category.
Yeah, because this is the second competition in a row where he's fought at 66. He fought in Budapest last week. He's fighting here again at 66. The last time that he was down at 60 was in April. So perhaps this is the move now.
No, sure.
He's on his way up. Well, whatever happens here, even if he were to finish 5th, he's going to pick up some useful points, a 5th place finish in a Grand Prix. And the more points that he picks up, the sooner he's going to be able to get himself in a position where he can, get seeded. He's still got a way to go before that happens, but he's useful.
Well, that Yoko Tomori now, it's just not going to work for him. So you can see here he's got 2 Shidos on the board, one more and it'll all be over. So he can't afford to keep dropping. Ah, that's a good one, though.
And almost onto the arm.
Yeah. Well, you can see here that Bayamuk is looking for the 3rd Shido, so he needs to just concentrate on his game, really. Start to attack himself. Now he does, looking for the Uranagi.
He doesn't look out of sorts in this weight category, Gershev. He looks fairly comfortable.
Yeah, no, he does.
I mean, and I say that especially because he's just been at close quarters with a Mongolian in that kind of pickup situation where they're normally very comfortable. Gershev took a bit of a whack there. He hasn't complained, but he's just slowed up and said, hey.
No more.
Come on, what was that? Again, it looks as though it's poor, and then he moves him off to the side.
He does. He moves them, yeah. It's just his way of doing it.
And that was not the best shot. If you'd seen that from the side, it would have looked it would have looked like a better attack. Sometimes that top angle doesn't quite give you the best view.
Uchimata was in there, wasn't it? I like these brothers. These brothers have really nice technique.
He's just edging ahead here for me, Bayern Monk. Gerchev's got to come up with a big attack, and it can't be some counter. Almost gets countered himself. Nice little code. He got wrapped up and then pushed the other way.
Didn't quite get the landing, did he?
Yeah.
Just trying to see where his brother went out. Top end there, and Bayern Monk went out in the quarterfinal stage. Well, little call out there. They kind of wanted that score, but don't think it's to be. It's not precise enough.
We're going to have a look. Was there a break in the action? Was there a stop? Pause between one action?
Oh, I see that it's the movement here from Bayern Monk.
Yeah, for me, he's on his back because he's attempting the sumigation. We've seen that constantly. That was the action. And now, as they're in midair, Bayern Monk decides he's going to lift him and push him down. So, as is quite often told to us, okay, he's taken it over, some force onto his back, and it's Bayern Monk who overcomes Yanislev Gershev.
Pobjednik i osvajač brončane medalje u kategoriji do 66 kg. U bijelom kimonu predstavnik Mongolije.
Well, you can say it's Tewaza. We will have another look at it in a second, and it definitely is Tewaza, but did he change the direction? Yes, he did. One to look at for sure.
Ovo je njegova prva medalja na Grand Prix'evima.
So have a look at the leg as well, Sheldon. The left leg here of Bayern Monk. The left leg of Bayern Monk.
Or is it the right one?
Both, I think.
Yeah, because he's
the left
hooking
one,
in with the...
He hooked in.
Yeah.
So,
It goes very high
yeah,
up.
no, it goes high. But the left leg was a little bit lower.
Yeah.
The right leg was higher. Good reaping action.
Yeah, his intention here is to throw Gershev. Legs come into play, hands take control. There's some force. He just loses the left at the end. But yeah, okay.
Absolutely, I'm happy with that.
I can accept that.
I can accept that.
Yeah.
And Gershev as well.
Yeah, he would have claimed it. Bayern Monk Narmandak of Mongolia takes the bronze medal. Okay, we've got a second bronze medal contest coming up. Ivo Verhulst of the Netherlands goes up against Lucian Boz Dumitrescu of Romania. It'll be Verhulst in the white judogi, Boz Dumitrescu in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Gambold Nyamsok of Mongolia.
And now, please welcome judoka. In white, judogi representing...
He's only young, Verhulst. First time in a Grand Prix final block for the Dutchman.
Yeah, slowly working his way up the world rankings. This man here, the screw of Romania. Boz Dumitrescu is in blue here, and Verhulst in Netherlands is in white. Don't know why I get the feeling we're going to see a nip on here. Just the way that they're kind of gripping up with each other. Now, what's going to happen from here?
Almost.
It was, wasn't it? He kind of had two bounces then and went onto his side.
And then, and I think the roll at the end came from the ground. That action had already finished, and then he rolled onto his side. So no score.
Verhulst up from the European and the World Cup tournaments. it's a natural transition and then back up to the Grand Prix, Grand Slams.
Just has to be a little bit careful with that attempted counter. He picks up a penalty, but against a higher quality athlete, he won't be able to hang around thinking about that counter. They're just very quickly.
Oh, nice change.
Yeah.
Like you said before, it's all his technique there. It was him initiated. He landed on his own back, but it was nice.
Nice and upright. He's tall for the weight category. Moves well. Nice change of direction.
Very close,
So
wasn't it?
close,
He's
yeah.
really getting close, closer and closer.
He probably stopped the score himself by having his left leg in the place where he wanted Boris Dumitrescu to fall, or so Boris Dumitrescu to fall. He just got in the way a little bit. But that's a good awareness. He knew he wanted to take him off to the side. Okay, both athletes pick up penalties, but it's a second for Verhulst, and he does catch
That's
him
going to be
that time.
Awazari. Yeah, got him onto his side.
Got to be careful of the arm now.
That was really
Good
close.
turn. Ooh. Quick shake of the arm. Well, he's gone ahead here, but he's still got 2 minutes left to go. He's got nice movement, hasn't he?
Yes, nice switch.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful switch of direction. And I still feel that we're going to see more here.
Yeah.
It's not finished.
Well, Boris Dumitrescu is going to open up now. He's Wazari down, and he's going to feel, well, I've got to do something, and that may yet offer up an opportunity for Verhulst. JP just telling his man to hold on, take it easy, don't do anything silly.
Great stuff. This is a really good open match. They're both absolutely going for it, and credit to Verhulst because he is really just going for the ippon, going for the big score.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the kind of fighter who's going to change his tactics.
Oh,
Well, he's rolling off that, isn't he? He's gone over completely.
right the way
so,
over, didn't he? Full-on somersault there out of that.
So if there was some landing, it was on the side and then off. Yep, Wazari on the board for Boris Dumitrescu, like we said. That when he went Wazari down, that was the signal for him to open up.
There's two Shidos up there as well to Verhulst, but it seems to me that he's all out attacking, you know, it just...
Shame that he's picked those up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem quite right.
Maybe slightly untidy. That little one for avoiding to take a grip, that was unfortunate. That was the one that both picked up. Here he comes again. Well, it won't score now, even if he does roll him over.
No, without a doubt, that's off the ground there.
30-odd seconds left to go. We may yet have a little bit more time in this. One of these is going to be brave and try and finish this off. I get the feeling that it's probably going to be for Verhulst. He's got that kind of way about him.
Like you say, he's going the same way every time, and he's just not changing. He's got the switch of direction as well, so we know that. But if he's not careful, he's going to come unstuck, because I think that Boris Dumitrescu is going to change, and he's going to change the direction to score the second score.
Well, he's been nice to watch.
Yeah, it's been good. Good match.
Yeah. So we are going to have a period of golden score to sort this one out.
Golden score.
Another strong grip.
Now it's going to happen. They're both so close to going over. Just losing his concentration a little bit there. The Dutchman just a little bit loose on the ground.
And Boris Dumitrescu not quick enough to take advantage of that.
Oh, now then, that's a Wazari. That is a Wazari. He was on the points of his shoulders there. He took him down, Taniotoshi, and that was enough to win it. I think it was Wazari, was Etiepon. I think
Yes.
on the points of the shoulders there, it's only a Wazari. Good performance, though, wasn't it? That was an excellent
Yeah, he's
performance.
interesting. I mean, there's something in it for that young man. We may yet see more of him. A couple of Continental Cups, European Opens maybe, and then back on the Grand Prix and Grand Slam circuit. We'll see how he gets on. Good result for Ivo Verhofstadt. Attacking. Happy days. Maybe Dad came along.
Congratulations, Ivo Verhofstadt, Netherlands.
Yeah, he really went for it. There's the first score there. Change of direction.
So this bronze medal contest on the screen.
Gets caught himself there, just over onto his side. Full Barani out of that.
Unlucky to be given the score against him there. It was just so close for that one. Good finish.
Yeah, really good control there. Taniotosh takes him onto the points of his shoulders to get the second Wazari. Just totally overbalanced, didn't he, there?
Yeah, giving it everything.
Bronze medalist under 66 kilo, Ivo Verhofstadt.
Right, we come now to the final of the under 66 kilo category. Matteo Piras of Italy goes up against Yasha Najafov of Azerbaijan. 210 goes up against 27. It will be Piras in the white judogi, Najafov in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Amano Akiko of Japan.
We've been following Piras, haven't we, of Italy, and watching his just slowly going through the opponents to get this far. Najafov also a really good run through. Never fought each other before, and probably the first time ever in a major Grand Prix final.
Najafov really has caught my attention. Really attractive work, Najafov.
Nice to see young ones coming through and new ones coming through, should I say. So I really don't know where this is going to go. A long history with 60-kilo players, the Aziris. Oh, Sodi, big, massive Sodi Surakomigoshi. That was going upwards, first of all. Just trapped the arm on the way down, I think, on the collision down. Sometimes it's just unfortunate that the body movement there takes the arm and traps it. But when it's trapped right from the opening beginning, that's against the rules. I think this is not going to go time. Just a feeling I get. Just looks a little bit afraid here, does Piras, doesn't he? Just a little bit too tentative. He doesn't want to really grip up there. He's felt the danger already from Nadjafov.
Yeah, the body position gives it away, doesn't it, from Piras?
Nadjafov is going to pop that right Sodi in again. He's got the sleeve again. Very fast on the other side this time. Really nice.
Low, quick. I think that he's broken that one up.
Shido, will it be? So, yeah, 2 up for Piras. Can't afford another mistake. And he's just a little bit too tentative here. He just doesn't want to lose this by big point. I know he doesn't. A little bit more urgency now, and they both realise something could be afoot here.
The last minute good counter.
Yeah, he just overstretched it, didn't he, there? Was Ari then to Nadjafov?
And it was on the way out, wasn't it? Piras realised he wasn't going to catch him. On the way out, Nadjafov catches him.
But look at this. This could be ended with the hold down if he can get the leg out here. Let's have a look, see this leg to see if it's anywhere near. He's got to control the upper part of the body there. Make sure that he puts the Katasangaku on properly with the arm in there, and then bring the other leg up. He might go for the Juji instead.
Well, that's taken so much time off the clock. There are only 19 seconds left. Nadjafov has picked up a single Shido. Here comes Piras.
Well, now he goes to work here. Piras. Good win there for Nadjafov. First ever Grand Prix or Grand Slam final.
Winner and gold medalist for men under 66 kilogram category, In blue judo representing Azerbaijan.
Yasha Najafov of Azerbaijan takes the gold medal in the under 66 kilo category. It was close for a while. Just had the feeling there that he was going to shade Matteo Pires, in particular when we had a look at the first few exchanges, and Pires just seemed a little bit tentative.
He was very tentative, wasn't he? Yes, absolutely.
Congratulations. Zagreb Grand Prix gold medal goes to Azerbaijan.
Well, we'll have a look at some of the highlights, and then we'll be back with the awarding ceremony.
A little bit too defensive. This was his good chance here when he just turned him over. This is the score. Stayed in there just that split second too long.
Highlights of the final on the screen.
Možete vidjeti najvažnije momente finalne borbe na glavnom ekranu.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for women in the under 52 kilo category.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for the women's under 52 kilogram category.
Svečanost proglašenja pobjednica u kategoriji do 52 kilograma.
The medals will be presented by the education director of the international.
Medals are being presented by the education director of the International Judo Federation and president of the Croatian Judo Federation, Dr. Sanda Chorat.
Bronze medalists are for Israel.
The first of the bronze medals goes to Geffen Primo of Israel. There's a bronze medal also for Fabian Kosher of Switzerland.
Silver medalist representing Kosovo, Distria Krasniqi.
Silver medal goes to Distria Krasniqi of Kosovo.
Representing Japan, Abe Uta.
Gold medal goes to Abe Uta of Japan.
Prize money and flowers will be presented.
What an amazing performance by Abe Uta. Two Olympic champions in the final, and they didn't disappoint.
Federation of Austria, Dr. Martin Boiger. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Japan.
And now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much. Family picture with the decent judoka.
Primo and Kosher were the bronze medal winners. Krasniqi picked up the silver, and Abe took the gold. And for once, we've got one of the athletes on there who doesn't have a beaming smile. I'm not going to give you any guesses as to
Who that is, yeah. Well, she's not used to losing.
No. Coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 57 kilo category. Moving on swiftly then. The first of the bronze medal contests features Ines Odelin Garcia of Cuba. She goes up against Mina Liber of Belgium. The referee in the middle for this one is Vladimir Nutsubidze Liber in the white judogi. Odelin Garcia in blue. Here's Neil.
Had a good run through Liber today, but Odelin Garcia as well. A real fighter, Odelin Garcia. So you're going to see her coming out, all systems blasting forwards. She does make mistakes, but she is an attacker as well. So some of the Cuban women starting to come back to winning ways, which is good to see. At one time, they were the leading country for women's judo. But I'd say probably, the last 5-6 years, if not a little bit more, they just fell off, a little bit longer.
Yeah. I suppose at the other end of the weight scale, Idalis Ortiz has been, flying the flag.
Been there a long time, hasn't she? Yeah.
For Cuba, whereas, they had medals down in the lightweights for quite some time, right throughout the weights. But once they started losing them in the middle, and you only had Ortiz at the top end, and then Laborde, who not recently, but has moved to the United States of America, and then they medal in London as well. They did, didn't they?
Yeah, I know that my wife had a Cuban almost every match that she had in South America. It's always happened, world or Olympic champions. But here, Liber in white, she can feel the power, I'm sure, of the Cuban. Odelin Garcia, so typical of the Cubans, just such great athletic ability. Beautiful Seoinage, look at that, how deep she went there.
Yeah, it was Yannet Burmoy in London in the under 52 kilo category that I was thinking about. It medalled in London in the lighter weight, and then at the top end you had Idalis Ortiz taking away the gold medal.
Left against right here. Liber predominantly left, and Odelin Garcia predominantly right, and it can cause a bit of a problem with this stance when you're trying to come right the way up the middle for an uchimata or something like that, and leaves you in danger sometimes of being countered. You fully commit in there, they slip the hip and throw you with your own technique. You've got to be careful with it. That's why you'll see a lot, if it's right against left, they'll feed a leg in and then hop in order to get the contact.
Liber picked up a penalty there for passivity. Minute 20 odd left to go. Tries to go left-sided. Odelin Garcia just leaves a little bit of room into which Liber fell.
And there she is. The Olympic champion. She was Olympic champion. She was world champion.
We'll see her on the third and final day of competition in the super heavyweight, the plus 78 kilo category.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? Has she got 4 medals in 4 Olympic Games, I think? 4 different medals, 4 Olympic Games. She's going for a 5th Olympic Games. And that wasn't far off there from Lebert. I'm talking about Ortiz, of course, the one that was in the crowd, not Odelin Garcia.
Yeah, Ordalis. It is a gold medal. We mentioned the gold medal in
She had a silver
London.
as well,
Yeah.
and then 2 bronzes, I think.
Yeah.
Well, certainly for me, Odelin Garcia is the one that's really taking the fight to Lebert. Lebert, she has to do a little bit of the major work herself as well.
Just to finish off on Idalis Ortiz, a bronze medal at the Olympic Games in Beijing in 2008, gold medal in London in 2012. It was a silver medal at the Olympic Games in Rio in 2016 and a silver again at the Olympic Games in Tokyo. 3 finals she's been in. Real heroine of Cuban judo. Into the golden score period, Lebert has picked up a single Shido.
Yes, tight match this. Sorisura Komigoshi, she's been there twice. Is she going to go again and readjust it this time to make it work? That's 3 massive techniques there off that sleeve. Is she going to go? Yes, she is. That's 4th. And does she get a score? No, she doesn't. It's going to be another penalty, I think, up to for Lebert. I'm really surprised she didn't get that. Yeah, there was 4 really good attacks there from Odelin Garcia. And that's a good one. Oh,
That's Ippon.
Wow. What an Ippon that was under pressure. Lebert there just suddenly goes against the run of play, dives right the way through there, throws the Cuban. Wow.
Beautifully done.
Winner and bronze medalist for women under 57 kilogram category. In white, Judo representing Belgium, Mina Livet.
Pobjednica i osvajačica brončane medalje u kategoriji do 57 kg. U bijelom kimonu predstavnica Belgije Mina Livet.
Mina Libert of Belgium it is who takes the first of the bronze medals in the under 57 kilo category. We'll have a look at some of the highlights and then we'll be back with the second bronze medal contest.
Absolutely against the run of play. That Yoko Satemiwaza there just absolutely drives. Look at the control of the arm there, shoulders, the head drives, the feet drive. Great hooking action there as well, and that was just beautiful. That was a great Ippon, it really was. Great opportune moment, and absolutely no doubting that that was a really good Ippon, clean Ippon.
Bronze medalist under 57 kilo, Mina Livet, Belgium.
Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 57 kilo category. Munkzadev Inchinkolu of Mongolia goes up against Kaya Kaiser of Slovenia. It'll be Munkzadev in the white judogi, Kaiser in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Katarina Marzog of Germany.
Munkzadev will be in white here.
In blue judogi representing Slovenia, 3 and 7 times Grand Prix medalist, Kaya Kaiser.
Well, it's going to be aggressive, I think, an aggressive fight. Certainly, Munkzadev, Mongolia, she'll be used to absolutely fighting hard, and certainly Kaiser, that's her style as well.
I think one of the things that I find interesting about Munkzadev, we were talking off air, Neil and I, about her time that she spent in Azerbaijan, is the change in the style, because she practiced with the Azeri national team and represented them for a while, so would have had a great deal of input from their coaches, and all their coaching staff were Azeri men. So that's
it's funny, isn't it?
had an
You
effect.
can watch all the you know, the different countries come out. They have their own different styles, and like you said, you adopt different things. You're training with the Japanese, you get a nice feel for that type of judo, and then if you're training with you know, the likes Korea, for example, different, and say you know, it could be any part of Eastern European, and it's totally different. And of course, the Mongolians have their own particular style.
And she's got the best of both worlds. The Mongolian style, Asia, and then spent quite a number of years, 2 or 3 at least, in Azerbaijan. I remember seeing her representing Azerbaijan previously.
For the turnover here. Now, can she get it? She'll need to climb over there and just get a little bit of momentum in order to get Kaiser to start rolling.
Hasn't got it. It's the stop-start that will tell the referee that your attempts are being blocked, and you might get a second go, but you're not going to be given
No,
3
it's
or
always
4
easier,
goes
isn't
at
it, with momentum, if you
Yeah.
catch the momentum and use the movement. Just went against the straight arm, that. Munkzadev, I think, just a bit unfortunate the way it landed. Well, Kaiser, 7 times she's medalled in Grand Prix Grand Slam tournaments.
Busy then.
Yeah, just used to being there as well. You know, it's consistent, isn't it? And it's there all the time. 17 in the world. That would put her in the Olympic qualification. Remember, it's top 18 in every weight category. One or two wild cards as well. There's a continental quota for the Olympics.
Not sure if that was the best option, that one.
The Makikomi there not working at all.
She had to go so far across. You know, Kaiser was well set. And, you know, I just thought the Uchimata would have been a good bet there. By the time she got over to where she wanted to go, she'd missed the opportunity. I think the Uchimata was there.
I think this is where they got to start looking. They're going the same way all the time. Kaiser's going the same way all the time. Need to change to the other flank. Need to do something a little bit different.
Bishrelt and Naran Setzig watching on.
Golden score.
I often think about the information that coaches shout out to their fighters, and you get ones that just have small movements with their hands or certain gestures that mean something to the fighters, and then you get your verbal ones, of course. I didn't like too much information. Kind of blocked it out.
Half a minute left to go. Sorry, we've had half a minute of golden scorers. Montsedev attacks again, and now there's a chance to work on the ground. There's room as well.
Yeah,
she needs to
really climb it, and she needs to use the momentum here and the movement. She's going to go for the arm.
Can't reach round to get the leg. That would have helped to put her in a strong position to bail out of that one. Miss with the Ojigari.
On the sleeves now, and I think Kaiser can't afford another mistake here. Those Makikomis, they're not good at great attacks, but they are attacks. So, yes, Kaiser gets a second Shido. Now we can just have a count up. That's an attack.
Montsedev really needs to step it up here. If she's not going to be able to throw Kaiser, then those two Shidos on the board should tell her something. Step it up, make it a third. Good strong attacks, up the tempo.
Well, she nearly went to the opposite side then. She just had a little go at it, thought about it. Talking about Montsedev.
Do it here, be first, good strong attacks.
Well, I don't think that the Nawaz is going to do it. I think that this is going to have to be decided either on the penalties or standing, from a standing perspective.
If it is, I mean, Kaiser could shock Munkzadev here with a standing technique. Munkzadev's got to open up, and in doing that, she may find herself in a poor position.
Like I say, just that change of direction. Oh, look at that. It wasn't far off. Just as you said it there.
Just, you know, needs to get loose a little bit, Munkzadev, in order to really threaten Kaiser. And Kaiser looks as though she knows that's coming, but if she picks up another penalty, well, we won't have to worry about it. Comes just at the right time for Munkzadev, I think. She can take some instructions from Bundemar, who's in the coach's chair. Taking the opportunity to have a good old wander.
I was going to say, just looking up at the ceiling there, going, please, let's settle this.
Yeah, well, I think it works for Munkzadev, this break. As I say, she can get some instructions from Munkbata Bundemar, who's in the coach's chair. She's bright enough as well. Speaks good English, does Munkzadev.
Is that right?
Yeah, chat to her and knows what she's doing. She's got to just be ready for when Kaiser comes back to the tatami. Have a plan in mind and then try and put it into operation.
Well, often just on the start now, the one big technique they throw in scores. Wasn't far off, was it? Gary this time. Munkzadev started to open up now. Sianagi this time. So two really good techniques there, back to back from Munkzadev. Oh, it's all over. Quick change of direction there from Munkzadev. And Kaiser went for it. She attacked the front leg. And Munkzadev just changed the direction.
Yeah, it was beginning to look as though it would have to end on penalties. But, well, Munkzadev in the end took advantage of a single slip by Kaiser and came up with the score. No massive celebrations from the Mongolian team. They're glad to get that one out of the way. Munkzadev Ichinkolo it is, who takes the second of the bronze medals in the under 57 kilo category. Kaiser has to settle for a 5th place finish.
Look how she wraps around the front leg there. Always a danger, either for the Uchimata, but this time change of direction there. Munkzadev just drives her backwards with the Ouchi. She was in the hold as well. Don't think she was going far, but full hip on. Watch the movement here. Massive celebrations there in the crowd.
Talk about reserved. We come now to the final of the under 57 kilo category. Krista Deguchi of Canada goes up against Eteri Lipatiliani of Georgia. It'll be Deguchi in the white judogi, Lipitiliani in blue. 23 goes against 4. The referee in the middle for this one is Cho In-chul of the Republic of Korea. Here's Neil.
So nice to see Krista Deguchi back and in a major final. And Lipitiliani, well, here's Krista Deguchi. She has some amazing judo and absolutely fully deserves to be here. Got better and better throughout the day. This lady here has just got better every single tournament. Terry Lipitiliani of Georgia. She was one of the first Georgian women to come into what I call absolutely world class. We've met twice before, actually. Lipitiliani 2-0 ahead in the head-to-heads. Totally different styles here. Lipitiliani will be looking for the pickup, and Deguchi, she has beautiful technique. Big arm over the back there from Lipitiliani. And straight away there, Deguchi goes, I don't want any of that. She's looking for the pickup. Lipitiliani, such different styles from these two. Absolutely, totally different. All the men, Georgians, have that big arm over the top. Ladies are no different. And that was lovely, wasn't it? That ochi there from Deguchi. Just an opportune little just sweeping action there. Wasn't by accident. Well, Deguchi will try and just stay really cool, calm and collected. Just wait her moment just to pick off with the Ashiwaza and then the Seoinage. There's the Seoinage.
Yeah, was always trying to wrap that up, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. Great to see her back to form. Oh, Ochigari, it's going to be an ippon. Is that an ippon? I think it's an ippon there. It went on the points of the shoulders there, and that was brilliantly taken by Deguchi. That was fantastic. She threatened it earlier on, and, well, Lipitiliani came over the top. Deguchi took advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner and gold medalist for women under 57 kilogram category.
Well, Deguchi pulls one back, came into this 2-0 down.
That was a massive event, wasn't it, for Deguchi to come back and to come back in style there, and you can see she's quite emotional. And I thought that was, she got a bit of a smack to the nose, I think, but that was an amazing comeback event for Krista Deguchi.
Yeah, one of the toughest opponents in the category because she's one of the most dangerous throwers in there. You get too close to her, and even there she was shaping.
Well, she was going for the Kosoto, wasn't she there? Look, big arm over, looks for the Kosoto there, and she changes the direction there, drives off the back foot. Look at the change of direction. There's the first, there's the second, and she just throws the hips forwards there. Brilliantly taken there, and this is all about the feel of the judo. It's just about the feel of the movement and making the readjustments to make it work. The first one wasn't going to work. The first one could have worked for actually for Lipitiliani, but
with the counter.
Yeah, for the counter.
But you're right, Neil, that change of direction, the second time round. And the other thing was she hadn't let go of that controlling top half. And maybe that's what Deguchi felt. There was that movement from Lipitiliani. She was able to adjust. The leg was in there as well. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for men in the under 66 kilo category. The medals are being presented by Mr. Mohamed Maridja, International Judo Federation Education and Coaching Director. First of the bronze medals goes to Ivo Verhulst of the Netherlands. There's a bronze medal also for Bayunmunk Narandak of Mongolia. Silver medalist is Matteo Piras of Italy. But the gold medal goes to Yasha Najafov of Azerbaijan.
Prize money and flowers will be presented by the Vice President of the Croatian Judo Federation.
Great result for him, and just in the end, Osoto there, just a deciding point.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Azerbaijan.
And now the national anthem of Azerbaijan.
Thank you very much. Family picture in the VIP set, Judoka.
Time for the family picture. Verhulst and Bayunmunk were the bronze medal winners. It was Piras who took the silver. Najafov picked up the gold. We've got time enough for a highlights package, and then we've got one more awarding ceremony to bring you before Neil gives you a roundup of the medal table.
Before we start the last awarding ceremony, you can see the highlights of today's final look on the screen.
Prije proglašenja pobjednika do 66 kg možete vidjeti, do 57 kg možete vidjeti najbolje momente današnjeg finalnog bloka.
Dear spectators, once again, we would like to remind you, today is the first day of the Zagreb Grand Prix 2022. Tomorrow will be the second day, day 2, and the preliminaries tomorrow starts at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Dragi gledatelji, sportaši, treneri, danas je prvi dan Zagreb Grand Prix 2022. Sutra, drugi dan Zagreb Grand Prix 2022. Eliminacijski dio počinje u 10 sati ujutro.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 57 kilo category.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's under 57 kilogram category.
Svečanost proglašenja pobjednica u kategoriji do 57 kg.
The medals will be presented by the Secretary General of
The medals are being presented by Mr. Siniša Krajak, Croatian Olympic Committee Secretary General. The first of the bronze medals goes to Munksedev Inchenkoğlu of Mongolia. There's a bronze medal also for Mina Liber of Belgium. Silver medal goes to Etere Lepetiliani of Georgia. The gold medal goes to Krista Deguchi of Canada.
Great to see her back to the very best form, and how superior was she all the way through the day.
The refereeing supervisor, world and Olympic champion, Mrs. Katie Fleury. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Canada.
And now the national anthem of Canada.
Thank you very much. Family picture with VIPs and judoka.
Zagreb and Liber were the bronze medal winners. It was Libertiliani who picked up the silver, which he's showing off now, and Taguchi collected the gold medal.
Well, after day one here in Zagreb, Japan, not surprisingly, 2 gold medals and a bronze medal there. They're leading the medal charge, and Kazakhstan are second in the medals there. They have 1 gold medal there and 1 7th place. Azerbaijan, Canada each have a gold apiece as well. Georgia are 5th place with a silver and a bronze. France have a silver and a 5th place, and then we have the Republic of Korea, Italy and Kosovo, all with silvers. Then we have Mongolia, we have Israel, Spain, Belgium, Netherlands, Switzerland and Turkey with bronze medals. It can all change on day 2, and it often does. We're looking forward to more great judo action tomorrow from Sheldon and I until the same time, where it's not the same time, it's different time, 10 o'clock start in the morning, and that's local time here in Zagreb. We look forward to seeing you then, and until then, from Sheldon and I, it's goodbye for now.